a lefty, you might notice from my time commentary. But my friend, I have this little girl, 16-year-old fan of mine from Liverpool called Keely. She's just getting over cancer of the ass cancer. And she said, Scott, why don't you use your comedy to bring people together? And instead of doing your stupid sex stories and all, why don't you do some poems about love and togetherness and loving different kinds of people? Well, I took that as a challenge. Keely and her ass cancer, I would do this a bit about togetherness and loving people that are different than you. It was the 8th day of Saturnalia. I sat on my throne, the king of all Spo-its sex club I did own. I was splishing and splashing the hot cups of great joy when the king of all Spo-its heard a very small noise. As king, I stopped splashing and pulled from my sphincter a weird-shaped sex toy, a tentacle faux sphincter. I turned off the toy and I heard a little yelp, as if a gagged midget were crying for help. I'll help you fill holes with spooge here and there, but I looked and there's no midget. Where? Just a pile of spunk Asians jizzed in the air. I say, said the king, but I've never heard tell of a pile of Bukkake that's able to yell. You know what I think? I'm not very dumb. I think someone's under that large pile of cum. Some sort of midget of a very small size. A cunt much too small for my snake of one eyes. But I'll just have to fuck her, because after all, a cunt is a cunt, no matter how small. And then from the corner screamed Cowboy Paul, a rape is a rape no matter how small, be it Andre the Giant or some kid at the mall. Well, how do you know if you're raping a puddle? My dick here and there, it's all quite a muddle. It could be rape or perhaps harmless fun, and who knows if she'll even live to see the next sun. Midgets must give consent, and they must then be sober, even if she's just finished a three-way with Rover. Oh, then I hose her off. I guess it's be quite a pain, because she's so small she might go down the drain. And then in what cunt would my penis then fling? Some gigantic tard launcher with labia bat wings? No, I want a tight hole that no baby's been through, and that's where King Spo-it will be dropping his spew. I know there's a tight hole down there, and what's more, quite likely there's 2, even 3, even 4. I think you're a moron, said Paul, and as he cleaned up some poo, and all the other towel boys said, me too. I must have these holes, though I'm bigger than they, so I picked up the midget and I hustled her away. And then the gossip through the sex club did spread. He'll fuck that midget, he's out of his head. So I took off her gag, and it's just my luck. Because you asked me so nicely, all my holes you can fuck. But I must tell the truth, and the truth must be said. My holes are too small for even your head. Too small was the mouth, in not even an inch, till I popped her teeth out, then it's in with a pinch. She gummed on my knob without even a tear, and I blew loads in her mouth, out nose, eyes, and ears. Then I spit on her ass, just to start the romance. It's a good thing that midget wasn't wearing any pants. Then I fucked midget vag off my rod skin did fall. 'Cause a cunt is a cunt, no matter how small. I'm King Spo-it. Good night.
Tim Scott, yes, the Disney poet of Savannah.